after.
Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of the Playlist Podcast with me, your host Jack Willard, joined by my co-host Gemma Roots.
Hi.
Hello everybody and welcome to our first episode in 2022. So of course a big happy new year to everybody listening.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas was pretty chilled. Yeah, not bad. What about yourself?
Very quiet, which is usual for us.
Yeah, I have to admit mine was pretty quiet actually. My New Year's Eve, however, was not, but that is the usual tradition that I tend to follow these years, which is good.
Rough New Year then.
Yeah, you could say rough. I'm sure people listening can agree or relate to that. If not, then fair play to you. But if you do, then big fair play to you, if you know what I mean. So obviously it's a brand new year, guys, for the show, and obviously if you have been listening to the show for a while now, we do like to end the year with our end of year awards, and then the first episode of the new year we go through the results of that awards that you guys voted in, and then we just go from there. We go through the results and we discuss, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot to discuss today.
I'm sure you're going to be very surprised with the results.
I have some ideas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do have some ideas. I do, absolutely. Yeah, I have some sources. Let's just say that.
All right.
yeah, let's just say that. So, obviously, if you did vote, big thank you. We do appreciate it, and obviously, you know, we love doing these awards because it's a lot of fun, and it's also a really great way to, you know, celebrate the music that's been released throughout the year and everything like that. So that's really cool. If you didn't vote, or if this is like your first ever time listening to the podcast, then end of the year we do this awards again. We hype it up loads and just vote because it's a lot of fun. We really do enjoy it, 100%. So Gemma, you're the woman with the results. Bring them in.
Okay. Comeback of the year, our first category. Third place was The Wanted.
Nice.
Second place, ABBA.
Nice. I'm glad they made.
I could see you smiling. And first place was Adele.
Okay. Was it by much? Like how was the top three done in this?
Adele won by a lot. I believe she won by 52.8%. Wow.
Interesting. Well, clearly there aren't enough die-hard ABBA fans that were voting, so I'm a little bit by that, I have to say. Yeah, clearly the winner did not take it all in that situation. That sucked. So did that joke. That was terrible. But no, I mean, fair play to Adele. Yeah, you know, her latest album was huge, very big. So yeah, fair play to her. Who else was nominated actually? Just to let the listeners know.
So we had Ed Sheeran, JLS, and The Offspring.
Well, to be fair, I'm quite shocked Ed Sheeran didn't get third place. I think my kind of prediction for this was Ed Sheeran, Adele, then ABBA. That was my prediction. So I'm quite shocked that he didn't make the top three. Interesting.
Yeah. I kind of knew that Adele was going to do quite well in this. She got Christmas #1 album.
Yeah, true. Very true. Very true.
I believe it's been #1 since it was released.
Yeah, it's done pretty damn well, that's for sure. 100%. But
I thought ABBA would do well. It was quite unexpected that they made a comeback this year.
By far, like out of everyone nominated, no one saw that coming at all.
No.
At all. So yeah, definitely. Oh well, fair play to Adele, but I'm glad ABBA made the top three. Second place is, as I say, first the worst, second the best, so I'm going with that. going with
Yeah,
that.
and I'm glad that The Wanted did well and got third. Been a fan of them from the very start, so pleased that they got third. Next category.
Yeah, next category. Absolutely.
So the next category is my category that I chose, and that was best K-pop. Third place was Monster X. Second place, 17, and first place was Blackpink, which I was very surprised at.
Yeah.
All three of them have had big years, to be honest. Monster X, a few weeks ago, they released their new English album, The Dreaming, and they released a film as well to go along with it that was released in cinema. I haven't seen it yet, but I will be seeing it soon.
Is it getting released in the UK, or was it released in the UK?
Yeah. At selected cinemas.
Oh, okay. So have you got to travel far, or?
I'm waiting for it to come out on DVD or whatever.
Right. Oh, okay. Fair
But
enough.
that's going to be very expensive because a lot of the musicians that have done that before, it's pushing £100
DVD.
for a DVD.
You can go see them for cheaper than that, surely.
No, it's probably around that as well.
No comment.
I'm sure you've been to some more expensive gigs.
Yeah, I probably have. I haven't paid £100 for DVD. Like, no. Never in my life I've paid £100 for DVD. I'm pushing, like, if I have to pay more than like a tenner for a film. I mean, I don't really buy DVDs nowadays. You know, it's
No, me neither.
So, but still, like, £100 DVD, like, it's not even a box set or anything. Like, or I don't know, is it a box set? I wouldn't know.
Well, it's kind of the similar format as to what they do with CDs. So a CD comes with the photo book, stickers, and photo cards that you can collect, and so DVDs come with that as well.
That definitely makes £100 worth it. 100%.
Well, a CD's about £40, so
Goodness. Okay. Well.
it's a very expensive hobby, Jack.
Clearly. I tell you what, I'm going to throw this out there now to people listening. Would you be willing to pay £100 for a DVD for a music artist that you love? I just want to ask that. And please do respond to this because I'm really intrigued.
We'll put it out on our socials.
Yeah, I think we should. Because I'm pretty sure that I am not alone on thinking that is mad.
I think K-pop fans would disagree with you, Jack.
Fair enough.
Back to the awards anyway. 17 came second. Big year for them. They're growing in popularity across the world, just like BTS did a few years ago. And Blackpink, they're the biggest K-pop girl group there is, really. Toured around the world, multiple albums. They haven't released an album this year, but they're still going strong, even without releasing any music for, I think it's 2 years now.
Fair play.
Right, next category.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was Best Male Solo Artist. Third place was JC Stewart.
Nice.
Second place, Ed Sheeran. And first place, Harry Styles.
Interesting. Considering he hasn't released anything in a while, him being Ed Sheeran is quite a big win there, actually, I must say. Obviously, who were the other people nominated, though, to be fair?
So we had KSI, Kanye West, Shawn Mendes, Drake, and Joel Corey.
Interesting. Okay, well, I think I remember when we did our preview episode, I think we both thought Ed was going to win. I'm pretty sure we both picked him. So him coming second is no shocker, but I'm quite sure that he didn't win. But it's refreshing that he didn't win, if you know what I mean. I think it would have been quite predictable. So
He was winning to begin with, and then the Harry Styles fan base took over.
oh, fair play. Yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah,
I'm pretty pleased that JC Stewart did well. He's not really a well-known musician to most people. But it was clearly the Vamps fans that voted for JC Stewart, because he supported the band on tour this year for their Cherry Blossom tour. And this was my first time seeing him, and he was really good, and I'm a huge fan of his now. I'm going to see him next year, so that should be a really good show.
nice.
Ed Sheeran, yeah. I kind of knew that he was going to be either first or near the top. And again, Harry Styles. Unexpected, really.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have put him to win, that's for sure, because, like I say, he didn't release anything last year at all. So that's a bit, it kind of shocks me a little bit there. But no, it's nice to see, but unexpected.
Next category is Best Female Solo Artist. So in third place, we had Ariana Grande. Second place, Billie Eilish. And first place, Dua Lipa.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very shocked Ariana made it to third because, again, like Harry Styles, nothing was released last year at all. Don't really hear much of her at all last year. Like, obviously, she's been promoting positions, but she's been heavily involved on The Voice, to be fair, actually. Obviously, the US version, not the UK version. But yeah, no, fair play. Who else was nominated again?
We had Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Lorde, and Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, see, Olivia not making the top three is quite mad.
Yeah, I know.
That is quite crazy. I would have actually... Her or Billie would have been clearly the two favourites, in my opinion. The fact that she didn't make the top three, quite shocking. Yeah. I'm a little bit gutted about that. I think she definitely deserved to make the top three because her album, Sour, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but hey-ho, you know. But fair play to Dua Lipa, though, winning, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, well deserved.
Billie had a huge album with Happier Than Ever. Yeah, huge album. What was the, did Dua Lipa win by a landslide? Was it close?
It was very close between all three, to be fair. Let me just get up the percentages and I will tell you. It was really close. So Dua Lipa got 26.5. Billie got 22.9. And Ariana was 13.9%.
Oh, okay. Damn. I'd say I'm still shocked that Olivia Rodrigo didn't make the top three. I'm very shocked by that.
I know.
Yeah, I'm very shocked. No words.
My opinion is exactly the same as yours, so there's no point.
Yeah.
I mean, going into detail again.
That is a first, ladies and gentlemen.
I am shocked, to be fair. I'm surprised
I'm
Taylor didn't. I'm surprised Taylor didn't do as well.
Yeah.
Especially with recording and releasing her first album again.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, very, very true. Yeah, craziness, absolute craziness. Well, people voting, they like to really throw us off. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Because I'd say, remember, guys listening, this isn't mine and Gemma's decisions. This is people voting. This isn't our personal decision. We make the nominees, but we don't vote. We don't. We just need to clarify that thing, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Next category was Best Group and Band.
Quite a large one, this one.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Third place, it was Little Mix. The second place was The Vamps. And first place, of course, it was going to be BTS.
Fair enough.
Did you want the other nominations as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so then we had ABBA, Wolf Alice, Coldplay, Foo Fighters, The Offspring, The Killers, and Biffy Clyro.
Yeah, quite a mixture there. Interesting. Well, yeah. That's all I can say is interesting on that result. Little Mix are very popular, of course, in the UK. They're huge.
And with them announcing that they're going on break as well this year.
Yeah.
After tour.
Okay.
Well deserved. I'm happy that the Vamps won. This is their third year getting into the top 3 for this category on the awards show. I'm kind of glad that BTS won it, to be fair. I know I've said in the past that I stopped listening to their music, but I have started listening to their music again. And yeah, I'm glad that they won. This is exactly what happened was what I said when we did the nomination show. But once a fan base get to know, everybody starts voting.
Yeah, very true. Very true indeed. Yeah.
It's all down to the size of the fan base, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. Absolutely. I think maybe what we should do for this year is we do the voting and then me and you have our own we have our own list, me and you. We pick our own. like people vote, but then we pick our own, like who I think is the best man of the year, you, etc. Like that kind of idea.
Yeah, good idea.
So I think that would mix it up even more as well. Okay,
right.
Interesting.
Next category was Best New Artist. So in third place was Griff. Second place was Girl in Red.
Nice.
And way ahead of the pack was Olivia Rodrigo.
Good. So I'm glad she won this one. Good. Okay, good. People making up for it now. I'm actually very happy with Griff and Girl in Red making the top 3. So this has put a smile on my face, this one.
Yeah, I can tell you're really happy.
This one's good. Okay, cool. Yeah. Griff has done very well ever since the Brits. I'm pretty sure most people know the song Black Hole by now. Yeah, she's got a great future ahead of her. Girl in Red, a very big independent scene. She's got a very vibrant style about her. She's going to do great things. And then Olivia Rodrigo, unless you've been living under a rock over the last year, I'm sure you would have heard the songs Good For You and Driver's License from time to time. I'm pretty sure. They were both very dominant in the UK and US and probably most countries' charts. So, yeah, no surprise that she won this at all.
I agree. I knew that something was wrong if she didn't win this category. I'm pleased that she did.
Absolutely.
Next category was Album of the Year. So in third place, we've got Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. Second place, Olivia Rodrigo, Sour. And in first place, Ed Sheeran, Equals.
Okay, interesting. I think my prediction for this was Happier Than Ever, so that made the top 3. So I'm happy with that. Obviously, who were the other ones nominated as well for this one?
So we had Wolf Alice, Blue Weekend, Lil Nas X, Montero, The Myth of the Happily Ever After, Biffy Clyro, Solar Power, Lorde, and Donda, Kanye West.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's quite a mixture there. Okay, yeah, interesting. Yeah, okay. No, I'm not too shocked by those results. I think I did predict Billie to win it. But I'm not shocked with the top 3. Definitely not shocked with the top 3.
Nah, this was going to definitely be the top 3. I wasn't really quite sure what order they would go in. But pleased that Ed Sheeran got that award. Big album since it was released. And Yeah. Pleased that Olivia Rodrigo came second, because Sour is a really good album.
Yeah, very, very good pop album.
Next category.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was Single of the Year. So in third place, we've got Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You. Second place, Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. And do you want to guess first place?
Because you've said that, I know it's going to be BTS.
Yes,
you
it
kind of
was
gave yourself away there,
BTS. It was BTS and Butter.
Okay. Well, I'm quite sure because it was Ed Sheeran. Yeah, again, I'm going to keep asking us what were the other nominees.
Okay, so other ones were Bad Habits, Ed Sheeran, White Dress, Lana Del Rey, Without You, Kid Laroi, and Holiday, KSI.
Yeah, so I'm very shocked that Without You by Kid Laroi didn't make the top 3, actually, because that was huge when that came out. Yeah, that really broke him through, actually. Yeah, so I was expecting this one to make the top 3. Yeah, I'm a little bit shocked by that, but also kind of shocked Ed Sheeran to make the top 3 as well. But then, I don't know, then you've got Good For You, Happier Than Ever. Okay, there's a lot of good singles on this, actually. Yeah, no, interesting results on that. Again, yeah. What about you?
I kind of expected Butter to do really well. Huge song over here in the UK, in the US as well, and lots of other countries. Still really popular on YouTube as well. Pleased that Olivia and Good For You did really well. I love that song.
It is a very good song. Very, very good song. I'm more biased to Driver's License personally, but yeah. It is very...
I think because it was her debut single, that was the single that got her noticed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I was expecting Ed Sheeran to do a lot better than what he did.
Yeah. But he won Album of the Year, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. But then, to be fair, when Bad Habits came out, I didn't recognise it. Didn't recognise Ed's voice. It didn't seem like it was Ed Sheeran singing it.
Yeah, it was very different. Very, very different, I have to say. It definitely threw a lot of people off. Yeah, myself included on that one.
Okay, and our next category was best podcast guest. So we nominated every single musician that's been on this year. Well, last year. Why do I keep saying this year?
I was going to say
last year.
Everyone. Gemma's clearly still hamming from New Year's Eve. She says she had a quiet. No, she didn't.
So we just want to say a big thank you to all of the musicians that were on the show last year. If it wasn't for you, what would we be doing?
Yeah, very true, very true. And it's so serious.
They made the podcast last year.
They did indeed, yeah. Big thank you to everyone. We had a lot of people on the show. So, yeah, it was great speaking to all of you. Unfortunately, both me and Gemma weren't able to go to all of them. Some of them Gemma did, some of them I did, but most of them we did together. But there were the odd times.
Let's just hope that this year we can be in the same room and interview a musician.
Yeah,
and not,
very true.
And not have like a 3-way Skype call.
Yeah, I mean, Broadtree, if you're listening, I'm more than happy to come to Canada. Absolutely, that's absolutely fine by me. More than happy to.
Okay.
Completely give myself an open invitation.
So, for the third place for best podcast guest was Scott Ames.
Nice.
Second place, Broadtree.
Ooh.
And first place, Abby Mia.
Oh, congratulations to Abby. Well done, well done. I never even met you, but well done. That was one that I sadly had to miss. Oh, no, well done, well done. Oh, that's incredible. And obviously, big well done to Broadtree and Scott Ames. making the top 3 as well. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Wow. I mean, this one, I had no idea how to call this one, so
No.
I have nothing to say because I don't generally have anything to say about this one. Come on, Jack is speechless, ladies and gentlemen, so please, Gemma, enjoy this moment.
Before I do say anything, just want to say a big thank you to the other musicians. We've got Emma Moore, Michelle Fabre, Raven Rain, Sam Lambeth, Indecisive, Sophia Wang, Asset Music, Black Emoji, and Kieran Lancini.
Quite a list there. Quite a list.
We've had so many on this year. Last year, why?
Doing it again. You should know by now. We're in 2022.
I know.
Bloody hell, woman! If you keep saying that, oh man, it's gonna be a long year, I think.
I know.
I mean, I do understand if we were filming this on New Year's Day, but it's the 6th of January now. Like,
yeah, I know.
You should be aware that we're in 2022 now. Bloody hell. Oh wow. It's going to be a long year, guys. I can tell already.
I know. These last two, 2020 and 2021, just merged into one long year.
Mm-hmm. We're now in the 3rd act of this horrible trilogy. Yeah.
Let's just hope it ends.
Yeah, it's the trilogy that's getting worse as it goes along, which you don't often get, to be honest.
No.
Normally the sequels are the best, but it certainly hasn't been this trilogy.
So back to the category, Jack. Surprisingly, we've had an awful lot of people say that they want Broadtree back on.
Oh, okay. Well, Broadtree, if you are listening.
Ames.
Oh, and Scott Ames, if you're listening.
And Abby Mia.
And Abby Mia, if you're listening. Is that it, or is everyone been asked to come back? Okay, just them 3. Okay, well, them 3. Well, clearly them 3 are the popular ones because they made the top. I see what you did there.
But it's good to see where a lot of these musicians have come from, where they've gone. I mean, since we did the interview with Broadtree, they've been on tour.
Yeah, they have.
They've been on live TV in Canada.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff. Absolutely.
So it's good to see the journey that all of these musicians are going on.
Yeah, 100%, and it's really great for us to be a part of that journey as well, which I think is really good. Yeah, we're a stop along the way, which is really nice. So yeah, look forward to having people back on, and obviously look forward to having more guests on the show, hopefully throughout the year.
Yes,
that'd be great.
May it continue.
Yeah, 100%.
And our last category, we did this last year, but in a different format. But the last category was for you listeners to give us ideas for the Playlist Podcast 2022.
Right.
We've had really good suggestions.
Yeah. What's
ones that I think we should follow up.
Yeah, dish out the top 5, go.
Oh gosh. So a lot of people want us to do a pop punk episode this year.
That's absolutely fine by me.
And then another one I think would be really good for us is to do a music festival.
Yeah.
Have past musicians perform a set for us.
Oh, okay.
Do like a weekend of events, games, interviews.
Yeah. Playlist Podcast Fest, eh? Ooh, this could sound very promising.
That would be
a lot of planning will go into this, but it sounds very promising. It isn't something we could just like whiz up in a couple hours.
No, this is something we've got to plan well in advance.
Proper plan.
Okay. Someone said interview a number of musicians from a Pacific region.
That's very specific, but fair enough.
Someone's very nicely put, are we allowed to vote for you two as one of our favourite hosts?
Oh, yes, please. I think that could make it really like interesting between me and you, depending on who won that. One of our egos would go up and one would go right down. I don't
know. Invite Broadtree back. Probably one of my favourite episodes. Such good stories.
Same here.
Artist takeovers and virtual concerts.
Okay, that could be cool. Again, a lot of planning, but that could be really cool.
Here's a really good idea. You know, we used to do quizzes when it was just us two.
Yeah. We
should get our guests involved in quizzes too.
What? I've been thinking that for a while because I think test the musicians' knowledge.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, whether they knew the lead singer of Nirvana was Gemma.
How would I know?
Yeah, I know, guys. I know that happened once. I was not happy.
Interview musicians from Brighton or London.
Okay, well that's really good for us because obviously we're based like 50 minutes from Brighton, 2 hours from London. So that's really good. I would like to do that actually. That could be really interesting.
Another one for pop punk music.
Yeah, well clearly the people were talking, Gemma. It's like Green Day all over again, wasn't it?
Yeah. Someone's put, what about a virtual festival of various artists? Make sure Broadtree is there.
Oh, okay. I have a feeling Broadtree have done a little bit of vote here. If you have guys, fair play.
An episode about grunge music would be good, but not just solely on Nirvana.
Well, guys, I think Gemma needs to learn about grunge music, so that could be a history lesson. I'm all for that, but Gemma, you're going to have to be careful with the stuff you come out with. Because I feel like we might get cancelled.
Another one was an episode about most random music you listen to.
Yeah, I think that could be interesting. I think we probably spoke about that in the past, but I'm happy to revisit it.
Yeah. More live performances.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great, especially if we do like face-to-face interviews instead of Skype or Zoom.
Yeah. It worked really well with Archie Norris, isn't it?
Yeah, it did. And to be fair, Broadtree performed for us.
And Broadtree as well. That was really good.
Yeah.
Right. Have your guest of the year or your favourite guests host and interview us.
Oh, I'm down. Well, Abby Mia, if you're listening, the invite's there. Absolutely. And then Broadtree again, if you're listening, because obviously there's 2 of them. That can make it, Okay.
Do a episode on the music industry and how it's how the north-south divide in England has affected it. I think that one would be quite good because you've got Manchester and places like that are so big for music.
Mm-hmm.
And
absolutely.
Obviously down south we've got Brighton.
Yeah, and more.
and London.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, but, like for us, it's Brighton.
Yeah, I know. It's just like you forgot about the capital of the freaking country, Gemma.
Yes, but I on the news yesterday, they were talking about how the pandemic has affected all of these music venues, and they were interviewing people in Brighton, and they're saying that Brighton is now the place where musicians move to because it's the city of music.
It is indeed. It's got a heavy independent scene and so many great venues as well. 100%. Yeah, I'll be so down for an episode on that. Yeah, I feel like this top 5 has turned into like a top 20.
I know. Here's a really, really funny one. This person was probably wishing a bit. Can you get Ed Sheeran on the show? Miracles can happen.
Wow. Look, whoever you are, like, fair play to you. Like, trust me, we try with stuff like that. I once tried my absolute best to get hold of Kiss's management to do an episode with them when I went to see them live a couple of years ago. I heard back, but it was like a no because of scheduling, but at least I heard back. We can try. I cannot promise anything, but I'm sure our viewership would go right up if we did.
I think so too.
But, who knows on that one? But wishful thinking is always good thinking. So
Yeah.
I respect who voted that. Okay. Is that all of them, or is there more? Are we going to be here all night at this rate?
I just want to find one more. One that I think would be a really good idea as well. Do an episode on music biopics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be good. Talk about ones that have come out and ones that we would like to see, because I feel like there'd be more to talk about on that section.
And last one, you guys should do an episode where you're both together.
Well, we used to.
Yeah, I know, we used to. I haven't seen you in person since March 2020.
You don't live that far from each other. Well, I feel like we could arrange something. I mean, I'm off next week from my job, so I'm sure we could arrange something. I'm sure. Well, there's a lot of ideas there, guys, so thank you very much. We'll do our best to get around to them.
We still haven't cleared the list from last year.
Yeah, so bear with us on that one. Bear with us. But anyway, well, I'll tell you what. It's been really great going through these awards results. Definitely some interesting results there. So, but a big thank you to everyone that voted. We do appreciate it, and roll on the end of 2022 for our end of year results. Then that could be interesting as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
100%. And hopefully, Gemma, by then will realise that we are in 2022. yeah.
I keep writing 2021 at work, and
well,
get on my nerves.
There we go. It's a long recurring Hanover. That's what my feeling is right now. She had a quiet one in. I don't know what she got up to. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you for listening. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.